So this is going to be supplemental to episode 30 of Tibalt's Apprentice. Sorry, I didn't actually forget where I was. I just forgot where I was on the screen. Um, so I may put this up separately, but this may also appear in the episode. I'm home from Game Hub in Manhattan Beach here in California, and I'm on to Arena. And I'm going to punch in this code, which I got. And I'm going to go to the store and redeem my code. Now, I'm not sure if, well, these are all proprietary, so I don't think anybody else is going to be able to use this, but I may black it out anyhow just to be sure. But here we go. And there's one of those, and one of these, and one of that. And I think I got it. Was it successful? It was indeed successful. So now let's see how this deck actually plays and what it's good for. We're going to claim that. And if I was smart, I would sit down and actually, study the deck and everything, but that really wouldn't be the Mad Saxon way, would it? No, it wouldn't. Let's just jump in and go right straight to standard. We'll pick our deck. Yeah, it's got to be in here somewhere. Did it come in at the top? Ah, here it is. Now let's just jump in there and see what happens. Now I may edit some of this video down for time, or I may put it up just as is. I will not, I repeat, I will not change the outcome of the game. I'm not expecting much anyhow, but it's not really fair if I cut it down and only put the wins up, right? Well, if you watch this channel for any length of time, you know that's not really what happens. There's not that many wins to put up there. Well, I like having 3 lands just to start off with. I've seen other people play this with flash, so that's good. Yeah, I think this is a good opening hand, so I'm just going to go with it. And yeah, it's always good to gain life. This is one of those adventure cards. Targets +2/+2. What's that? I don't think I like the idea of getting rid of things. So we will play this, confirm that, and just skip right to the end of my turn and onto their turn. Wait till he swings in. Now, I should be able to play this at instant speed. Does it have Death Touch or anything? No. So let's go ahead and choose the blocker. Now this gives him a chance to respond and take out my creature if he has something that buffs it up. Indeed. Alright, fair enough. Might as well play this. Let's see, what else? No, let's not. Let's put this on the board. Let him see that there's a blocker there. And see what he does. Now this arguably... Well, that's lame. What just happened there? Okay, well, it's alright. I'll gain that life. Play that. I probably should have held that flyer back. Never underestimate the ability of having flyers. Oh yeah, see, I'm playing a pre-constructed deck against the tuned deck, but I'm not going to complain because I made that choice. Well, let's go ahead and put this down. I'm not going to cast the adventure. I'm going to cast the creature. There would be no creature to cast the adventure on anyhow. We'll see how much removal he has and let him get as much of it out of his hand as he can. Yeah, see, this is not gonna work. Now, is this a weakness of the deck? I'm gonna say yes, only because, again, I'm playing a pre-constructed deck, so it is going to have to be definitely buffed up if it's going to keep pace with anything else. So it's not a weakness of the deck, it's just, you know, playing style. Something else to keep in mind, and I mentioned this during previous episode, I want to say episode 28, and that was, if you are playing Arena, you're playing not necessarily the best ever, but you're playing some of the best cards. Creatures you control have the base power of you may search a library for okay. What is this? Choose one. Alright, well, time for some shenanigans. Let's see, that's a lifelinker, not a death toucher. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Anyhow, so I was always saying, you are in effect playing against the best potential decks that are out there. So don't get mad, don't get upset if you don't win every game. Don't get mad if the deck doesn't perform the way that you want it to every time. There is no substitute for playing online. Or excuse me, playing in paper, face to face. He is slowly whittling away at my library, isn't he? Well, alright, what do we got here? It's not going to do anything there. This. We'll search the library, and it's a instant card, so why not wait till the end of his turn? This one, he'll be able to buff it up at least once. Yep. And I'm sure he'll swing in with it. That's okay. Choose one. Is that human? Nope, that's human. Sad. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Mostly so I can find my Planeswalker. And not going to block, because of course that would kill him. So now that's forcing me to discard. What do we got here? So now I can play a creature, flying, and let's go ahead and play him and just see what he can do. No better way to figure it out than putting him on the field and so yeah, let's go ahead and start plussing him up because I'm sure they're going to want to attack him. So there we go. Now I can swing in and get some damage. That will leave me open to take even more damage. So nope, better hold that back as a blocker. Not good. Well, had plenty of removal in there. Well, being able to draw a card, always a good thing. Another land is always a good thing. Another creature. I need another flyer. Yep. And let's go ahead and build that up just a little bit more. Okay. Make him use all of his removal. If I get to 7, well, that'll make him a big creature to swing in with, but I'm behind, as it were. Yep, I'm definitely on the defensive. So, gonna have to sacrifice a creature. And what kind of removal does he have? He's got something else removal in there. I don't doubt it. Yeah. Okay, return that to his graveyard. Not removal, but he gets a creature back. Yeah, so this needs some way of clearing the board. That's what seems to be missing. Choose one. Draw cards. Non-human gets +3/+3. That's an instant. I will go ahead. Let's see, until... What happens if I do this? I'm just curious. And, we'll pass the turn. Oh, that's just all end of turn. Well, that's weak. There must be some shenanigans to be able to pull with that. Whenever a creature attacks you or finds... Oh, okay, well that's annoying. Yeah, it's green, so we should have some enchantment removal. There's a few things, just according to the color pie, that we need to look into. You're not willing to... Those conservative players, I don't understand that. It's just not in my DNA. Enters the battlefield. What do I want to put to sleep? Guess I'll put that one to sleep. And let's do that because that other one was just a waste. And 5, so I still have enough for that if I need to. Now I need something with trample. This doesn't have trample. That 10/10 only becomes effective. Oh, what is this? He's bringing creatures back. Yeah, it is tough going up against somebody up against people with a pre-constructed deck that hasn't been modified. Come on, swing into me. Give me something to eat. Draw cards. Alright, well, if he doesn't swing into me, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draw cards because I'm impatient. So, let's see what I get here. Alright. First thing we're going to do is put down a land. We have plenty of forests, so let's go with an island. Frogify. What are we going to frogify? What is this? That's Death Touch and After. Yeah, I don't like the fact that he can get added value out of that one. So let's just go ahead and frogify that. I mentioned this earlier during the episode that it keeps the counters and stuff that are on there. Flying. Oh, and he gives up. I don't understand. I was working way too hard for that. I don't understand. But a win's a win, and I'll take it. So I've seen that this is weak against, it needs creature removal. It needs some kind of sweepers. It needs something like that. I should go back and see what of the legal, and I'll say legal only because I busted them out of the booster pack. So we're going to take this as if we were a new player that was actually setting down to play both arena and paper. I was only going to use the booster packs that I got. So let me see what I got in there and if I got anything. We'll come back and take a look at that. But right now, we'll claim our prize, and we'll stop for station identification. Okay, so we're back and ready for round 2.
We're back, ready for round 2.
I should probably do more deck testing, but again, that's just not the Mad Saxon way, is it? Here's what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that one of my cards said non-human creatures. So I'm going to get rid of a human creature. That instant of giving +2/+2 is nice, but I want some more removal. And one of the cards that I was able to get, and I maybe don't have it, so I might have to... Uh-oh. Don't have any common cards. Well, let's just hope that I have Fell the Pheasant. So let's type in F-E-L-L, and I don't see a Fell the Pheasant. Well, what am I going to do about that? Not collected. Yep, Fell the Pheasant. I need to get a common card. Shoot. Well, even though I swore I wasn't going to buy any more cards, I've got some earned gold up here. I will go to the store. I'll say discard changes for now. Go to the store and buy a pack. Hope that I get a common out of it. Wild card common, that is. I did not. Nor did you get a Fell the Pheasant. Well, let's get packs. Buy one more. We'll take our chance. And what did we get? Yeah, we didn't get a Fell the Pheasant. Alright. Nope, no comments. Well, too bad for me. Is there another card that we got that I like better? I like the idea of the Fell the Pheasant dealing 5 damage to a target creature with flying and getting a food token. Let's see. Well, what about the Witching Well? Did I get one of those? Let's go find out. We'll go to our deck, click on our deck, double click because we want to edit it, and we'll type in Witch, W-I-T-C-H. That's close enough. Hey, I got a Witching Well. Alright, so again, we're going to dump this human out of there. We're going to throw this in. What? Why is it not... do I have both? No. Why is it telling me... Oh, because I put 2 of them in, that's why. Alright. Done. So we've made our first modification to the deck. So let's do that. And I'm making the same modification to my paper deck, even as we speak. Alright, let's get in there again. Play. Maybe they'll give up again and we'll get another victory. Who knows? I don't. Do you? I shouldn't be so much of a dork, right? Sorry. So this goes here, that goes there. And let's see how it goes. Opening hand. It's actually almost too much land, but I'll keep it. I probably should have paid more attention to also who goes first. Wow, 173 cards. Like that is one minor complaint that I've mentioned before. These are unrealistic amounts of cards that Arena lets you play with. It doesn't have to be the exact same as Paper Magic, I get that. But the general rule is you can't play with more cards than you can actually shuffle with two hands. Your two hands. And so, yeah, I think it maybe gives players an unrealistic expectation of what they might face. But, again, I'm assuming that every person playing is going to play Magic Paper because it's just the best way to play Magic. Well, one of the best ways. Anyhow, let me stop rambling and pay attention to what I'm doing. Yes, I will play a forest then and pass the turn. Pretty land card. I notice he has the different sleeves here. I should have changed my sleeves. Well, and this, I guess it's important to get something on the board early. That's a double green casting cost, so get that green out now. And next turn I can get an island out if I need that. Draw a card. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yes, let's get this out and continue putting creatures down. Never ever underestimate. Never even start talking before engaging your brain. Never ever underestimate that flying. That evasion ability is awesome. Menace and so on are good too. Flying has been in the game probably the longest, so plenty of value there. And let's see, that's going to give him some more benefits. I don't like that. Enchantment spells cost less. That will tap it, but it won't keep him from getting the benefit. Let's see what this does. Oh, I like that. Drawing cards? Yeah. We don't want to risk putting down that. I'm going to put this down, put this down. Again, we go back to the fact that flying is so valuable because there's unintended consequences. There's other benefits to it. There's other things that it may help you do, like score an extra card. Now there's something worth putting to sleep. Yes, most definitely. Something worth putting to sleep. Interesting. Why would I not want to block this? And just double block it in case there's some more shenanigans? I mean, that's risky if you had mana open, but I think that was okay. And now we'll want to put this to sleep. And now we'll gain a life. And now we'll sure, why not? Again, they're playing with a massive deck like that, and I hate to say it, but that to me is generally the sign of an inexperienced player. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Base power +3/+3. Search your library for that. Okay. He's got something flying now. So let's put down our land card. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this non-human creatures you control. Nice. Read your card all the way through, right? Non-human creatures. So, yeah, let's keep the pressure up here. And swing in and see how many cards we can collect. Now he's got some mana open this time. He lulled me into that false sense of security by doing some questionable moves before. He may have some things that give his creatures a +2/+2. White, maybe first strike. I might be sorry I did this, but it's all a learning experience, right? Let's see what he's got. He's got something up there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, he didn't get first strike out of it. I did get a card out of that. He did lose that flyer. I have another flyer in my back pocket here, so I wasn't too worried about it. Enters the battlefield, I get to draw a card. I think I like this deck. I was a little down on it when I first saw it, but yeah, I think I like what's going to be happening here. And I think this can be turned into an even better deck with a little bit of effort. Alright, so now let's see what we got here. So now he's left me free to collect a card. Unless he's got some shenanigans there that says maybe when Settle a Wreckage or something like that. I don't know, did Settle a Wreckage rotate out? It might have. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's alright. I even like that, but I think I'll wait for that. So let's go ahead and swing in. Don't play your cards until the last minute. So let me swing in, make the attack, and then do that if I'm going to do it. Maybe he has nothing. Maybe that's just free mana there. Oh, yeah, okay. If he's not going to do anything, I'll take my card, and I'll save that for my blocker. Yeah, that's nice. We'll just end the turn. Even if he manages to destroy my creature somehow, that 3/3 doesn't make the creature survive, let the creature survive. Flying other creature have vigilance. Yeah, see, I don't like that. But I'm okay with it. Go ahead and swing in if you like. Yeah, there we go. Now, be careful here. I'm going to pass this portion of the step. I'm now going to declare a block. And now, I will hopefully get a chance. He's passed priority back to me. Don't pass that again, because I would have missed my opportunity to do this. What I don't like about this is it gives everything a 3/3. So if I had something that allowed me to wipe out all creatures or do, say, -3 damage to -3/-3 counters on something, I would be very sad. So let's see. Here we have this. Do we swing in? Let's see. No, let's do this. Let's put 2 1/1 counters. There. I have 2 mana free, so let's put another creature up there. Now, this should be safe to swing in with. He's going to have to block it or he's going to take some significant damage. But he'll block and gain a life. That's a good idea. Now, what's he going to have coming back? Flying, vigilance. Other creatures have vigilance. Well, oh, that's not good. I don't like that. Nope. I don't like it a lot. Destroy target non-land permanent. Well, I guess the smart creature, yeah, is the Keeper of Fables. Alright. What does that mean? Means he's going to swing in for this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and block. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let the turn go. Okay. So. Afterlife, okay. It's going to keep the pressure on me. Unbreakable, indestructible. Cast that during his main phase, +1/+1. Okay. Nice. Not a whole heck of a lot I can do about that. So, what's going to happen here? He's going to swing in. He's going to go for the Trickster with 2. All unblockable. Well, you know what? I'm okay with that. And here's why. No blocks. Pass the turn. Let him kill that so very dead. It's my turn next, so go ahead, cast this. Let me search my graveyard. And get him back out. Now, a good thing to do when you get a pre-constructed deck like this is to get another Planeswalker in there. I know they have cards that will let you search for him in the graveyard, or him or her graveyard, or wherever. But I always like to throw an extra one in there just because most people don't expect it. Let's throw one of these down too, just so we have another blocker up there. And we got a 6/6 against their 6/6. They have 1 land open. Do I press my advantage? Well, do I push for an advantage? Or do I hold back? I'm going to go ahead and attack. Force them to block or take the damage, or maybe they have another... Oh! There could have been some other shenanigans that they had there to go. So let's see. Do they push everything at me, or do they go at the Trickster here? Yeah, I will happily take that. No blocks. I've got multiple... Oh, that's too bad. I like this deck. Did I mention that already? So let's do that. And then swing in. Yeah, I gotta say, I like this deck. I think some vast improvements have been made in the Planeswalkers deck over the last few years here. Yeah. Now I have to think hard and decide if there's anything else that I would want to change in this deck. Maybe not. Common that I was able to redeem, so I went ahead and made the upgrade of, yes, Fell the Pheasant. And I just kicked it out of my deck, didn't I? Let's try that again. Yes, Fell the Pheasant. We've added that one for a little bit more direct damage, and we removed one of our human cards there, the Carver. I still have one in the deck just because, but anything that doesn't add to the flavor of the deck, I'm trying to get rid of. And the fact that I have a card that requires non humans, yeah, I don't want to have humans in there, basically. So I also see that the deck has more mana potential. So those are some changes that I will make probably after this. But again, we're trying to stick to those ones that are in the packs that we opened. So went ahead, put the Fell the Pheasant in. We'll give it another play. Standard, see how we do here. I noticed that River Turtle, Mistford River Turtle, 1/5 creature for 4 mana, 1 blue and 3 colorless. Whenever the turtle attacks, another target attacking non-human creature can't be blocked this turn. Well, I am removing humans from the deck, so I don't have to worry about the non-human thing on there. But I don't like the creature. He's a common, and he just doesn't have enough effect for me, I don't think. Let me look at this quick here. So here's my first 2 turns. Land, land. A couple of flyers, provided I get another land. I'm going to go ahead and keep it since I go first also. Yeah, these vanilla cards, I'll have to, maybe next episode, maybe episode 31 of Tibalt's Apprentice, we'll take a look at some keywords and see what my thoughts, perhaps if I'm joined by Enrique, we'll see what his thoughts are regarding that. Because I again agree with a rule of threes, that is, that you should see your first 3 turns in your opening hand, subject to change, of course, but you should see those first 3 actions in your opening hand, and I think every card in your deck should have or fulfill 3 different options. That's just my thought, and I don't always follow that, but I think it's a fairly good rule to live by. And there we go. I like that. Let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, I gotta say I like this deck, despite wanting to make changes to it. It used to be when you buy a Planeswalker deck, well, I would buy 2 Planeswalker decks, pull the rare cards out of one, stuff it into the other one, and call it a day. Luckily, with Arena, you can test out the cards a little bit better. Use this as a toolbox to see what else is potentially there. Let's see here what's going on. So he's gonna go ahead, swing. No chance, no reason to block that. Now we could. No, we can't put that asleep yet. Enters, gains a life. Sure. Let's have this enter, gain a life. Let's throw this out there too. And we'll go ahead, swing in for 3 points. Now, what's our next move? Creatures from 3/3. That will buff that up a little bit. depending on what he puts out. I can put something to sleep, put 2 counters, send that on an adventure. Ooh, what is this? Equipped creature, create a food token, 3 to equip. Alright. What do I want to do? I want to take them down as fast as possible. Again, this isn't a red deck. It should be